Netflix's Arcane Season 1 is hands down the best video game adaptation ever. However, with the final 3 episodes of Season 2 dropping this weekend, I'm worried that we could end up with a repeat of Game of Thrones. Here are 4 reasons why I think Season 2 of Arcane may end up like Season 8 of Game of Thrones. 1. Not enough episodes to address unanswered questions. A rushed ending is the bane of great storytelling, and Game of Thrones showed us just how much damage this can do. Originally slated for 10 to 13 seasons, Game of Thrones' final season compressed years of build-up into just 6 episodes, leaving major questions unanswered. Like, what was the Night King's ultimate purpose? Why was Jon Snow's true parentage revealed if it had no real consequence on the story? Arcane risks falling into a similar trap. The show was supposed to have a 5 season arc, but now seasons 2 to 5 have been condensed into just 9 episodes. Without proper time to explore its intricate storylines, key questions could end up rushed or unresolved. Like, why doesn't Jinx face consequences for her actions? Her chaotic rampage at the end of season 1 has massive implications for Piltover and Zaun. Yet, will the show hold her accountable or excuse her because of her trauma and tragedy? Who is running Zaun in the absence of Silco? There were 2 other Kem Barons left after Michi's death. I find it hard to believe that they would stay on the sidelines considering they had previously conspired against Silco. Why did Jayce kill Victor? Whatever the reason may be, the ramifications of this decision would reshape Piltover and Zaun. Will the show take time to fully unpack it? What exactly was Singe's plan in releasing Warwick? We found out that he's trying to find a cure for his daughter, but how is him luring Warwick to the jail in Piltover helping him achieve this? Arcane's world is as rich and layered as Game of Thrones, but condensing its storytelling risks leaving audiences with lingering questions and missed opportunities. 2. Smart people behaving stupidly. One of the most frustrating aspects of Game of Thrones' final season was how intelligent characters made incredibly poor decisions for the sake of moving the plot forward. For example, Tyrion Lannister, once a master strategist, without explanation trusted Cersei to send troops to the north, despite her long history of deceit. He later proposed Bran Stark, a character with minimal leadership experience, as king, based on little more than his great story. In Arcane Season 2, similarly, baffling choices undermine the narrative. Take Ambessa, for example. Why would a prison under her control have such poor security? Given her ruthless reputation, it's extremely unlikely that she wouldn't anticipate and prevent a breakout attempt. There's no way Vi would have gotten the jump on Ambessa. A character as politically savvy and battle-ready as Ambessa would have foreseen Caitlyn's betrayal a mile off. Historically, Ambessa has shown herself to be very observant and careful. When smart characters act out of character, it undermines the credibility of the story and diminishes audience investment. 3. Downplaying major characters. In Game of Thrones, Jon Snow was arguably the emotional and moral center of the story. Yet, in the final season, he became a passive participant. His role in the fight against the White Walkers and Daenerys' downfall felt diminished, leaving his arc incomplete. Now, Arcane seems to be doing something similar with Jayce. Once a central figure, a conflicted inventor torn between idealism and pragmatism, Jayce has been relegated to the background. His journey as a leader, shaping the future of Piltover, is critical to the show's themes, and sidelining him risks losing a pivotal perspective in the conflict. 4. Resolving central conflicts too quickly. At the heart of Arcane lies the emotionally charged relationship between Vi and Jinx. This sibling rivalry, driven by love, betrayal, and trauma, is the backbone of the story. This was resolved too quickly by introducing a convenient third party, Vanda, to mediate the relationship. This cheapened the depth and complexity of their conflict. It's similar to Game of Thrones' handling of the Night King. After seasons of build-up, many expected Jon Snow, whose arc was intertwined with the White Walkers, to deliver the final blow. Instead, Arya Stark killed the Night King in a single strike, a moment that, while surprising, felt disconnected from Jon's narrative. Considering how much they had to work through, I find it hard to believe that Vi would just up and follow Jinx, considering how she's unpredictable and not trustworthy. She literally was going to kill her the last time they saw each other. Arcane has set an incredibly high bar for storytelling, animation, and character development. The stakes are high and the potential for greatness is undeniable. But with the debacle that is season 8 of Game of Thrones still fresh in my mind, I can't help but worry that rushed storytelling, sideline characters, or poorly resolved conflicts could destroy its legacy. I hope I'm wrong and that Arcane Season 2 exceeds all my expectations. What do you think? Am I completely wrong or am I onto something? Let me know in the comments.